Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. My name is Daniel and I'm the High Mileage Helper. My goal on this channel is to be able to help you learn more about the RV transporting industry, as well as give how-to videos for your truck and then give recommendations along the way. So if this is our first time meeting, just consider subscribing, hitting the like button if you got good value. And in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you kind of the updated picture of what happened with me and my tire that basically exploded, kind of went crazy. Crazy bubbles on my tire. I made a video quite a while about that. I'll link that up here. But basically, here's the process that I went through with the warranty claim that went through the best used tires, or now it's called TireMart.com. I just want to share this situation with you to bring it to your attention in case you did or you still plan on buying a tire from this online dealer, and be able to kind of give you some thoughts on what kind of happened for me and kind of give you a warning, I guess. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. So it was shortly after installing these Otani RK1000s on my front axle that I had a major tire failure. The whole outside of the tire had massive bubbles on the whole outside perimeter of the tire. I have a video, like I said before, of me kind of showing that whole situation, but the process of getting the warranty claim came after that, and it honestly took quite a while to take care of that. And to a certain degree, I knew it was going to take more time than simply if I had bought these tires at Tire Barn, at Discount Tire, at some other place locally where I could simply just show up and say, hey, here's a problem, take care of it. And they probably would have right there. I would have driven away with a new tire covered underneath the warranty and had no issues right on the spot. So that's one thing positive for maybe a more expensive tire in person and not buying online. But like I said, I bought these online from bestusedtires.com, and now it's TireMart.com. And so I submitted all the documentation they required. I went through emails back and forth with a representative for their warranty department for TireMart for them to then submit the warranty claim to the manufacturer, Otani. And so I had submitted all the pictures they wanted. They wanted all the documentation, all the numbering, the DOT number, all that stuff for this tire. And I took all the pictures, I submitted everything to them, and they had told me we'll be in contact with you when the tracking number for your replacement tire will be in effect to be sent out to you. And so at that point, after I'd done all that information, I also had Tire Barn write up a full description of what happened, what they see, their authority saying why the tire failed and that it was a manufacturer issue. And so after doing all that, I was then waiting on them to reply with, hey, this is your tracking number, the new tire's in the mail, boom. Well, instead what I got was an email saying, we actually need you to literally cut out a piece of the tire for the serial number, and then here's a shipping label for you to then mail it to us for us to then further complete the claims warranty. Now, I went back to Tire Barn and I said, so you know how we had everything submitted and turned in and you verified the actual information and everything? They said, yeah. They now want me to literally, physically cut a piece of my tire off and mail it to them as a last part of the warranty claim to verify it's their tire and whatnot. And they were blown away by that. They said, we've never heard of that. We've dealt with people who buy tires online and we just install them, but they've never demanded or required that level of a verification process through an online dealer type of a situation. And so they were blown away. They thought that was ridiculous. I said, by chance, is it even possible you're still able to get that tire? Because I gave it to them for them to dispose of it, because I had everything they'd asked me for documented. I still had the pictures, everything that I turned in to submit for the claim. Is it possible to get to that tire? And they said, there's probably 100+ tires in between our storage area and where that tire is at by this point. There's no way. That's a joke. And so I said, okay, I understand. And so I went back to him and I said, listen, you did not require or say a word about that. You gave me a full list of things that I needed to do for the entire process to go through. I followed everything. I did everything you asked of me, and it still was not enough. Evidently now, it was before, but now that it was a couple days later, now I need the tire, and I need to cut a tire. That sounds so bizarre to me. You're selling direct to the public. You're asking for potentially some person out there who may not be strong enough to even cut into a tire. I've never cut a tire, so I have no idea. But that seems so bizarre to me. It almost seems like you're extending the goalpost further and further to require more and more things to get to the where it may not be worth it for me to even try to do that kind of thing. That's my opinion. It seems to me, I'm not accusing, it seems like that's the case. And so I told them, listen, I don't have the tire. The tire barn is frankly pretty blown away by you requiring this. And they said, well, we'll see if the manufacturer will still accept it without that cutout piece that you would have to mail to us. And so I said, well, just so you know, you can do that and whatever, but this is really a struggle for me. I've actually made videos talking about you guys, recommending you guys. This whole process has been just ridiculous. It's been weeks, and you're now telling me I have to cut into a tire to be able to verify the warranty claim. And I'm told by professionals that they've never even had to deal with that before. That they aren't even required. Tire Barn isn't even required by manufacturers to cut into anything. It's so bizarre for direct to customer. This is unacceptable. I'm sorry. The amount of time it takes. I knew going into this, the turnaround time for a new tire would be longer than it would be going into a regular tire store, tire dealer. But this is getting pretty absurd, and I can't in good conscience leave up videos on my channel recommending me personally, because I've used you guys for so long. I don't know how many tires I've bought from you. I've used you for so long, and I've recommended you to people who trust me potentially to use you, and I can't in good conscience say that this is worth it, because right now the way I'm being treated and how this whole process is going, this is very quickly becoming not worth it. It's not worth the money savings that I'm getting by using you guys. I'm kind of expanding upon what I actually said. I don't remember it word for word what I said in the email, but I just said, listen, I'm gonna have to take down some of these videos and actually warn people to not use you, because this is troubling. If people used me as a recommendation to go and buy, your product on your website, I want them to know now and warn them of, if they do have an issue, it's going to be a nightmare. It's going to be weeks, and I'm going to have to warn them. Like this is maybe it's just this manufacturer that I bought from. Otani is such a difficult manufacturer to work with, and that they require so much more verification. And maybe the other, Michelin and other folks on your website are easier to deal with, and they don't require as much. But in this case, with this manufacturer, this is unacceptable, and I've got to warn people. Like, I don't know what to tell you. If it's this big of a nightmare, it's not worth the money savings to me at this point. This is a huge inconvenience, and I've got to find a way to get a new tire, to get this worked out. I don't know what else to tell you. So I got an email back basically saying, and it was only, here's the thing, it was only after I had mentioned I have a YouTube channel, and this is very concerning to me for people that are trusting me and my recommendation to use you. It was only after I said that they said, well, the manufacturer's not going to warranty this as of right now because they still don't have all the things they require, and this is a one-time thing, but we will warranty and we will get you a new tire. You'll be receiving a tracking number shortly through an email, and you will be getting a new replacement tire if that's what you want. I'm assuming they were going to offer me my money back or something. I don't know. But they basically said, this is a one-time thing. We will, without having the proper documentation for all this that is evidently required, we will give you a replacement tire now, immediately, and you'll be getting a tracking number. And I don't know how you feel about this type of a situation. I'm sure you've gone through this probably with other part dealers or part issues on your truck, or a host of other things, appliances, all other types of pieces of equipment. But to me, if I can't trust that the process is going to be online, which I know is automatically going to be delayed, if I can't trust that it's going to go through and it's reasonable, to me this situation is unreasonable. To give me a list of things to go through, and I supply everything you ask for, and then you tell me to wait for the next step in the process of you simply shipping me a tire, for you to then come back and say later on, actually we need the tire, you're going to need the physical tire, and then cut it out, which is way out of the ordinary for even a tire professional company that goes through this all the time, I'm assuming, with certain tires. This is out of the ordinary. This is unacceptable, and I just this is so bizarre. I don't know what to say. So for them to only do that, to only offer to make it right, to compromise or whatever, after I bring up that I have a platform where I've been recommending them, to me means if I hadn't had a YouTube channel and I was a regular guy, which that's what I am. I just happen to have a channel that I talk about this stuff, and I've put my name on the line for with you guys. If I hadn't had that, would you have made this right? Would I have ever received a claim warranty tire in the mail? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it. So this is me sharing with you my experience. This is the new tire. They did send me a tracking number after all that. This is the new tire. I never heard a word after that whether the claim did go through and they warrantied it without me literally cutting into the tire and shipping a piece of the tire to them. I have no idea. I have no idea what happened with that. They paid for it themselves. Tire Mart or Best Used Tires paid for it, or ate the cost, or whatever they did. I don't know what they did, but this is the new tire. With that whole situation, I had to buy a new rim because the wheel studs had sheared off and really messed up the holes for the rim. So this is a rim that I bought from Rock Auto. I think it was $175 plus shipping, so maybe close to $200. Black steel rim. We're good to go for that. So that was a nicer price than some other higher prices that I've seen online. So Rock Auto is where if I need or I guess if I want to go with a brand new one or whatever, Rock Auto. If not, I've talked about this other website before. It's called car-parts.com. And that is a network of used parts at different chop shops or graveyards of vehicles or whatnot, whatever it's called. I don't know, pick apart type of places. And it's a whole network of them. And it'll show you, I mean, just from highest quality to lowest quality. It'll show the pricing. It'll show how far away you are from your zip code. So lots of options on there. You could probably get a used rim probably within a couple hours, or on your next trip. Just decide to go through a place where you're going to be able to get a cheaper price on something from their network of different places where you can get one. But I think I've bought a rim on there for $50, $75 used, not destroyed where the wheel studs are, and in decent condition. So bought a few other things from there. But yeah, so almost $200 for the rim, whole setup. Got the replacement tire for free. And this nightmare is, I guess, officially over. But I did, I'm starting to get the tire stuff on here. But I did just want to share this with you because if you're willing to put up with some extra headaches or hassle or a longer claim process, if, God forbid, you have some issues with the tire, and hopefully it's not catastrophic like mine was with the bubbling out craziness. But if you were to use the online process of TireMart.com or Best Used Tires, what it used to be called, there's seemingly, at least with this manufacturer, there's a headache. Now maybe with the bigger manufacturers, maybe their claim warranty is, you know, streamlined, it's smooth, it's no big deal. They're not as demanding. It's probably no big deal for them to, you know, take care of that. But for evidently this manufacturer through Tire Mart, they required a whole lot more, and to me, to a certain degree, were they made either multiple small mistakes, or they were purposely misleading, or the manufacturer ultimately is just extending that goalpost to try to get out of a warranty claim. So I just want to share this with you and be honest. If you don't want to even put yourself in a position where this would be a headache that would come up, don't use them. Use some local folks. Maybe you already only are using local folks, and this is further reason to never buy a tire online. I understand, I get it. But for those who are wanting to save some money, understand that you may have to go through a slight headache of going through this, and maybe the answer would be to buy an extra tire from them so that you can get back on the road immediately if you needed an extra tire right there. And then the claim situation, the claim warranty process, it'll take some more time than it would going into a regular shop, but you're able to keep the tire, you're able to make sure you go through all the steps of what that looks like, and you don't have an issue. You're not held hostage waiting on a tire that you need, and you're able to still be out on the road and take care of it all. So anyways, hopefully this was a help to you. If you have bought any tires from this website that I have recommended, first of all, I hope you haven't had any issues. This is, like I said, the first time I've ever had a flat tire from this dealer, from this website. This flat tire basically failed. First time I've ever had an issue with that. And I hope you have not had any issues like that at all. But if you did buy these tires, be aware that potentially this is a longer, drawn-out process for the claim situation. And ultimately, I guess, regardless of what they say for the claim, make sure you keep the tire until there's nothing else they're asking of you. Maybe even ask, do you require me to cut out a piece of my tire? I mean, that's so bizarre. I don't believe for a second every manufacturer is like that. I believe that that's just maybe a smaller company like this, and they're really scared of being taken advantage of, and so they're requiring more and more to verify it really was a tire that you bought from them, and it's got a warranty and all that. to go with it. So anyways, hopefully this was a help to you. I just want to share my situation, my journey with you. This was a real nightmare, honestly. And I'm greatly debating just going to a regular tire place in person and not having to worry about that, because no matter what, they're going to cover me and they're going to take care of me. I'm going to be able to walk out the door with a replacement tire, no big deal. So I'm really weighing that, and it's concerning. So like I said, I'm going to leave up those other videos, but I wanted to include this video and make this video and put out a disclaimer, a warning of some sort, saying, understand, I still believe in the product. I've had one tire go bad in like 10 plus tires. However, that one tire was a real headache when it came to getting a replacement. So with all that being said, hopefully you have a great day today. Stay safe. Don't pick up any nails or have any flat tires or issues out on the road, and we'll catch you next time. God bless, guys. See ya.